second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
Well, definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. 2nd and 7. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Seems as if the passing, it's a good pickup there at 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Zay Flowers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next.
This is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. Now Richardson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Again, Herbert. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. To the right side, this is Walker. He gets away from one. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert to the right side into the hands of Flowers. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Herbert now. That is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Addison, 36 yards. And the River Hogs are able to extend their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Santos with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Richardson looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what
too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now it's Richardson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first hit.
And he shreds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw complete there to St. Brown. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Richardson's throw. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Dolphins could never get the ship going in the right direction this year, but they do get the win there and up their mark to 6-9. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Devontae Parker, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We're accustomed to seeing strong quarterback play. We got that in the first half from Justin Herbert. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got his open man. It's Mallory. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Herbert throwing again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Herbert working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a 1st down on that last catch as well. Trying the left side with Walker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Luke Schoonmaker. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the River Hogs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Richardson to the air on 1st down. This pass out wide to Hall. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down. And
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than a normal. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Keon White, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for the cross midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert, short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Herbert on 1st down now. That's over the middle to Schoonmaker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Zay Flowers with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the River Hogs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. A partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Richardson. And he's going to go down again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Richardson looking to throw this. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who's just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to him.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Walker with another carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. The 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the River Hogs extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yard, ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Now Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Tariq Woolen picks it, and they have the football and will set. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who